Well, hello everyone from Zero Sports, and welcome to this special live stream. There's games that are just games, and then there are games that are more than games. And yes, that's the occasion today. It's El Tráfico. LAFC will be playing the Galaxy at home today. They host the Galaxy. A tale of two teams, different stories, but it feels like they're connected in one thing. Their teams suck. They don't like their managers, and they're not happy as a fan base, right? LAFC, fourth place, just came off a strong victory against Minnesota, but the doubts from Steve Cherundolo are still there. The Galaxy sitting last place, 15 points. They're on pace to pretty much make about 22 points this season. They're not having a good time so far in MLS play. And well, Greg Vandy got an extension prior to the first El Tráfico. So that's the tale of of these two teams. Fan base wise, with the front office, the Galaxy fans are really disappointed with how the Galaxy front office and the team has managed the whole immigration rates thing in LAFC spoke out on it right away. The Galaxy have remained silent, and this has cost them a lot of green paper. The supporters section, the Victoria Block supporters, have not showed up to any games. They have not been chanting at Galaxy games, and they have been boycotting the games, and they are boycotting this game at LAFC. So, you know, just two fan bases that are not happy. Although one team is doing better than the other, they are still not happy to some standards. So let's go to the starting 11s for both teams. Let's go with the home team, LAFC. They have Hugo Lloris at goal, Sergi Palencia, Tafarai Segura, and Hollingshead. Tafarai covering for Aaron Long, who is out for the rest of the year on an Achilles injury. Midfield form from Timothy Tillman, Igor Jesus, and Marky Delgado, the Glendora native. And up front, Javairo Dilrosun, living his last days as an LAFC player. Just as of now, we don't know if he's going to get somewhat of an extension. And also, Nathan Ordes and Denny Buanga starting for the black and gold. For the Galaxy, Mikovic at goal. No, John McCarthy. Defense formed from Yamani, Yoshida, Garces, and Aure. And up midfield formed from Marco Royce, Cerrillo, and Sanabria, who returns to the 11 for the Galaxy. And up front, Gabriel Peck, Nacimiento, and Painzel. Those are the players that the Galaxy brings out for this El Tráfico, this edition of El Tráfico. For LAFC fans, they will say it would be so dullable to lose to the Galaxy. For the Galaxy, this would mean a lot to how they struggle throughout the year. They haven't found, some consistency. They won two games, but at the end, they have lost the rest. And LAFC, I was curious on what tifo they would bring out for today, and they have a tifo that says Los Angeles Unidos nunca será vencido, and it's kind of trying to make some connection with the Galaxy. And we saw some banners yesterday at the banderazo that LAFC had that you know they kind of brought the Galaxy in, feeling for them, for their fans, on how the team has managed the situation that the people in LA have been going through. We are ready to get underway here at BMO Stadium, and we are officially underway. 90 minutes of pure emotions. It's LAFC and the Galaxy. El Tráfico. The biggest rivalry in what I believe in MLS is back here for another ironic and iconic chapter. Throwing quickly for the Galaxy as the 32-52 gets us underway with their chance. As Gabriel Peck looks for Painter right away. Up ahead, Segura points that ball away, and Tillman will go and play backwards. Dilrosun on the ball as LAFC will begin to build some possession from their own half of the field, now with the far eye. A stadium that's not yet packed, but will surely start getting more fans in for this special occasion, for this special game. Dilrosun, quick turn. Here goes Javiro. Dilrosun. Well, taken away. Here comes the Galaxy trying to come out from the back. And attacking from this end is Paintil. And Paintil, was he brought down? He was brought down or not? Just seeing to the reaction of Joseph Paintil, I think a goal kick has been given. And yeah, no foul there. I think the referee did a good job at spotting that Paintil dove. So here's Hollingshead. Buanga back to Hollingshead. Can he get to the ball? He couldn't. It's hit out from a Galaxy player, and a throw in here for the black and gold. Hollingshead playing it through. That's a nice ball for Buanga. Buanga now inside. Buanga trying to lay it off for Ordaz. Goal kick. Ordaz might have been offside. Buanga has scored in his last 3 games. He scored the winner Wednesday night at Minnesota from the spot. And the Galaxy will play short this goal kick with Mikovic. And Mikovic quickly out to Yamane. Yamane plays it nicely into the space of Sanabria. Now Royce. Royce with Cerrillo. Cerrillo, he goes out wide. Aude. Here goes Aude attacking. A lot of people on social media have mentioned that, leading up to this El Tráfico, there hasn't been much excitement. And I believe that's true. And by what I see, it's too early, but 3 minutes, a lot of empty seats. The excitement for this game this year has not been there. Even the first game at Carson, as the Galaxy turn it over. Here's Buanga, bodied off by Garces. Really nice job there by number 25 from the Galaxy. Yoshida. He quickly passes it to Adi. And the Galaxy will come out from their own half with possession. They got 2 wins in a row before they lost again to Austin FC midweek at home. They got a late goal, but it was not enough. They did defeat the Whitecaps, who were first place at the time, and DC United, and the Whitecaps, who are right now with a lot of injuries and with players out in international duty. Well, they got blown out at Carson. Same thing happened for DC United, losing 2-1. Austin came back and put the Galaxy back some sort of reality. Throw in for LAFC here. And so quickly played with Igor Jesus, Steve Cherundolo, his last season as an LAFC head coach. Many people have been asking for him to leave early. Well, he hasn't. He's still on the bench for LAFC, coaching them. Buanga. Marky Delgado, representing the Los Angeles Football Club. Tafari on the ball. Not his first start, but, rare occasion that he was part of the starting 11 at some point for LAFC. And was just left on the bench, and now with the injury from Aaron Long has been asked to step up big time. Delgado. Tafari. Ball out wide. It goes to Dilrosun. And here goes Javiro attacking Dilrosun. Still Dilrosun, slowing it down. Trying to go inside the box. He's going to play it over here to Buanga. Buanga back healing and looking for Ordaz. And Ordaz is able to win this ball back and play it back safely to Marky Delgado. Igor Jesus on the ball. Valencia slows it down, opens it out to Dilrosun. And here goes Javiro. Dilrosun trying to lay for Tillman. Tillman tries to play it across, but Dilrosun's run was cut short by a Galaxy player. Dilrosun slowly getting up. Long ball looking for Paintil. And this is a fast player, and he ends up committing a foul as Sergi Palencia got back, got in front of Paintil, and was pushed and tripped by Joe Paintil. So here's LAFC with Eddie Segura. It's LAFC now with Tillman. Tries to play it out to Ryan Hollingshead, but it's just a heavy pass. Couldn't connect. LAFC won their last home game against was it the Rapids or Dallas? It was Dallas. 2-0 win. The goals from Denny Buanga in that game, as well as Nathan Ordaz. Buanga from the spot. He scored from the spot in his last 4 games for LAFC. He's never beating the Buanga allegations. Galaxy with Yamane. They go all the way back to Yoshida, the captain of this Galaxy side. Unless it's Royce. But it's always been Yoshida wearing the captain's armband since his arrival. Gabriel Peck. Royce had a brace last game against LAFC. Buanga and Ordaz scored against the Galaxy last game at Carson. And what was a 2-2 draw. Exciting for the fans, disappointing for LAFC fans. And for Galaxy fans, it was a win to not lose at home against their rivals. And what was the stretch that they went winless? They were still winless. They didn't have a win. That was kind of like a win. LAFC forces a turnover. Here's Nathan Ordaz. Inside Ordaz's shot. He just pulls it too much. Goal kick here for the Galaxy. But great stuff there from Ryan Hollingshead, forcing the turnover on Gabriel Peck, and Buanga finding quickly Nathan Ordaz. That was his only option to take a shot. He had no one. To pass it to. Gabriel Peck is still hurt, holding on to that left leg, sort of grabbing that ankle as he is not getting up. And I'm not sure what it was, but he is hurting quite a lot. He was injured prior to the season. So here's LAFC pushing their lines as the Galaxy have the ball with Mikovic. Really good for the Galaxy to defend the 32-52 goal in the first half. So they don't have to deal with that. So Mikovic doesn't have to deal with that in the second half. A foul here. Greg Vanny has been the head coach for the Galaxy since 2021, coming from Toronto FC. And, with Toronto, he had a great run. This last season, the team got too confident that they were going to win Supporters Shield. They lost it to Philadelphia Union that season. But Greg Vanny hasn't been that great with the Galaxy. Here's a cross. Hugo on the ball. Hugo has been fabulous his last 3 games. Long ball was looking for Buanga. This ball nearly fell into the feet of Ordaz as the Galaxy are back with Yoshida. Alde on the ball. And here goes Alde down the left wing. Alde tries to find Paintsville, and Paintsville's on the ball. Tillman marking Paintsville. And here's Joseph. He'll retreat and play back to Cerrillo. Here's the ball once again for the Galaxy to the feet of Cerrillo. Here's the switch of play looking for Yamane, cut off by Hollingshead, but only as far as Gabriel Peck. Yamane again. Peck lets a run for Yamane, and then they couldn't come out with it. Ordaz on the ball now. Here goes Nate. Hilrosun didn't make the run, but he got the ball and he played it backwards. As here's LAFC with Marky Delgado. Now Igor Jesus. Jesus back to Delgado. Delgado into Buanga. Delgado. Now Tafari. It's LAFC building up their play from the back. They open it wide, and here goes Palencia. Dilrosun falls back. He gets the ball. And he tried to play it out wide to Palencia again. Just miscommunication there. They couldn't connect. Nikosi Tafari, 12th appearance with LAFC. Delgado on the ball. He's going to try to play to Tafari. He keeps it in play. It was quite the long ball. As this is now Delgado back into Segura. Segura on the ball. Has Tafari on it. Tafari tries to go forward. And Palencia. Palencia on it. Royce covering him. Tafari has to go backwards now. Lloris going long and looking for Buanga. Here's the clearance. Hollingshead placed it towards Ordaz. Ordaz unable to control and then fouling the Galaxy player. And yeah, the foul there. He was late on Cerrillo. As he lost that, that ball. And the second he tried to control it. And he's still hurting. Cerrillo still down on the ground. (32-52), having a blast so far. A tie ball game here at BMO Stadium. As we resume play here at BMO. 13 minutes. Gabriel Peck on it. Hollingshead defending. Royce going down easily by Segura, who pushed him. A foul called there. So now LAFC to defend a set piece. They did really good against Minnesota defending set pieces, knowing that was a huge strength for this Minnesota United team in 2025. Set piece balls. Royce and Painter are the two players standing over the ball. So let's see what happens in this play as Painter makes a run. Royce whips this one in and Lloris punches it out. Only as far as Alde, whose shot is over the goal. But an offside called there by the assistant referee on the near side. Man, it was nearly... We have this mini break. But as I was saying, it was nearly a dream debut for Efrain Alvarez, former Galaxy player who nearly tied the game for Chivas. And their 1-0 loss, a beautiful left-footed shot that just hit the bar. Oh, nearly a dream start for the former Galaxy player. He's now playing for his boyhood club. It's a Galaxy here with Yoshida, pushing LAFC back. Yamane. Galaxy looking really good right now in these minutes. Yoshida as LAFC with Dilrosun pressuring a little bit up high. Yoshida. Though the Galaxy center backs are positioned around midfield. They're not too deep into LAFC's half, but they are at midfield. Peck. One pass over here, looking for Nacimiento. And Nacimiento Gets a ball poked away. Segura got in there. Corner kick for the Galaxy, who are looking really good. This is a nice lineup for the Galaxy. And this is a team that, whatever can happen, they can heat up at some point. Who knows if they'll be able to make playoffs with how many games they've lost this season. But they still have their attacking is still good. So we'll see how, they turn out in this rivalry game and how LAFC defends them. Royce plays it short. He plays it backwards. The ball goes back out to Royce. And then Royce gives it away. And here comes Nathan Ordaz. Full speed. Yamane, the last man. And Ordaz has to slow it down because it was him against the world. Delgado. Tillman. His pass to Palencia. Hard challenge on Sergi. The referee calls the foul. Aude maybe on the foul there. Both players, it seemed like both players got there at the same time. And then Aude, the inertia of him sliding, got a piece of Palencia. Well, the referee had to call what he saw. And Vanny, trying to make his case with the fourth official, saying, they're both going for the ball. And it was a really 50-50 play there. (32-52). Bringing such a great energy in this matchup. Here's Buanga sending this ball in, looking for Tafari. As this ball is knocked out, it's a goal kick. No players, really. It was only Tafari and the rest of the Galaxy players in the box. So no one there. Goal kick, and Yoshida will play in short here with Mikovic. Mikovic now in short with Garces. Here's Delgado winning this ball back. Delgado trying to pass it, and now there's a player down hurt, and again another player from the Galaxy that's hurt. Who is it this time? It's not Peck, because I did see Peck standing up. Nacimiento is the player down, grabbing his face after he took his own arm to the face. So while Nacimiento wanted to push Delgado off, he took his own arm to the face, hitting himself. So Garces now on the ball. Cerrillo drops back. Sanabria. Yoshida. Cerrillo on it. So he's coming out by himself. Now passes it out wide to Aude on the left wing. This exciting matchup. Hopefully we have some fireworks soon enough. We had a goal. We had 2 goals already, one from each team by the 20th minute out there in Carson. Those nervous shakes, they're still there for me in this rivalry. This rivalry means so much for the fans, both LAFC and Galaxy. 20 minutes. And still 0-0. Not a lot of opportunities from both teams yet. They are, being patient on that. Building possession, though. Yamane, his pass deflected by Delgado. Vanny was asking for a handball. He's not happy with anyone. And Ordaz quickly placed it out to Buanga. And here goes Denis. Denis, ball taken away from him as Garces did a great job defensively, poking it away. Placing out to Royce. Garces. And now Sanabria. Peck on the ball as the Galaxy push forward with Gabriel Peck. LAFC defending. Nacimiento on it. Ball bounces into Yamane. Sanabria turns it over as now Nathan Ortiz is on the ball and tries to play to Buanga. Buanga back healing it. And now Marky Delgado finds Sergi. And here goes Palencia and LAFC attacking on that right wing. He leaves it for Dilrosun. Here goes Javairo. Dilrosun plays it to Marky. Delgado to Tillman. Tillman out to Dilrosun. And Dilrosun to Tillman. Tafari. Segura. As he attacks. Buanga on the ball. Back into Segura. Igor Jesus. Tafari. Opens it out wide perfectly for Sergi Palencia. He slows it down because there was no one on the box. Here's Dilrosun, tried to drive in between two players, and then he tried to play it out to Palencia again and turns it over, throwing Galaxy. It hasn't been there. It has not been there. Piqué and Ricky Push watching the game from the luxury boxes. And Valencia hitting it out of a Galaxy player. There's an LAFC player down hurt now. Man, how many players have we seen down hurt? We've seen a lot of players down hurting in the field this game than, real chances. Long ball. It nearly fell for Tillman. Garces on the ball. Tillman pressuring here on Yamane. Yamane hitting it up there. Hollings wanted. Buanga nearly flicked it for Ordaz. And now Segura was fouled as Nacimiento pushed in midair. PK. Barcelona star. Now retired. Former Shakira husband. Biggest fumble of all time, right? Ricky Push, they were teammates at Barcelona when Push was an upcoming star. Delgado. Hollings head on the ball. And here's Ryan. Leaves it to Marky. Delgado out to Buanga. And here's the knee. He said once again to Marky Delgado. And Delgado goes to Tafari. Short with Palencia. Tafari to Marky Delgado. And no, it was Jesus who got pulled down and fouled. But they play quickly as here's Marky. Out wide to Buanga. Denis now makes Yamane. Steal Denis. Marky wants it. Denis didn't give it to him. Hollingshead now to Marky. Jesus. And opens it out wide to Hollingshead. Well, Hollingshead to Buanga. Buanga fires, blocked. Marky. Jesus. Delgado brings it down perfectly fine. Jesus on the ball. Pressure by Nacimiento. Nacimiento fouling Jesus. Nacimiento was chasing Igor and pushing him. So here's Tafara. We're still waiting for fireworks. Possession-wise, the Galaxy have 61%. LAFC have 39%. And, well, we know that if LAFC doesn't have possession, they're comfortable with sharing it. Nice ball here for Buanga. Buanga inside. Buanga fires it in. And there's Danny Buanga in el tráfico. One more time. Danny Buanga will be left with the question whether he was onside or not, but the flag is down. Buanga even had the question whether he was onside or not. So let's take a look at the replay. Hollingshead plays it, and he is onside. This will count. 99 problems, but then he ain't one. This man just scored. What is it? His 10th goal in this matchup since coming to MLS. He's always showed up in the big game against the Galaxy. He loves to score goals against the Galaxy. And as Holling said, play that ball in the back of Yamane. Buanga was cool and composed. He didn't go for the keeper's post. And he raises a shirt with number 33, Aaron Long, who is out for the season with an Achilles injury. Great gesture there from Buanga. As they lead El Tráfico 1-0. In the 26th minute, I guess, we'll give them the goal there. Bro, Ezekiel, I can't show the game. They're going to take down the live stream, and then you won't be able to watch it. I will show you the comment on the screen, but, you know, I'm not. Well, 1-0 here for LAFC. As here's a throw-in for LAFC. They win it after putting good pressure. Ilrosun tries to play for Palencia. Palencia still with great pressure. Goal kick here for the Galaxy. Hollingsley, who had an assist last game in Carson to Nathan Ordaz. He gets another one here now to Buanga. That's a nice start for the black and gold. We'll see how the Galaxy responds. But LAFC, their past 3 games, they have not allowed a goal. Tillman was brought down. Referee said no foul for either team. Cerrillo on the ball. Sanabria. Back to Cerrillo. Peck wants it out wide on this right wing. And here's Gabriel Peck. Or Buanga, how, how can I describe it? How good must have felt for him to score that goal in that 1v1 opportunity. He's missed a lot in his past 3 games, even though he scored in his past 3 games. And guess what? It wasn't a penalty this time. But, last game against Minnesota, he had 2 chances to bury the game, and he missed them all. And right here, Mikovic was trying to cheat, knowing that Buanga loves to go near post. But this time, he hit it with the outside of his boot, hit it to the far post, and scored an opportunity. And that's what I've mentioned, especially on my Twitter. If you follow me there, follow me on X. I've mentioned that, LAFC has to bury all the chances they've had because they've had plenty. Man, that Colorado game, they could have had like 5, 6 goals. Against Dallas, it could have been like 3 or 4. Last game, the same. I think it could have been 3. But right here in their first chance, they score. So that's good. Yoshida still waiting on a Galaxy response. It could be soon. Yamane on it. Because in El Tráfico, doesn't matter if they're first place or last place. They're always going to respond. Here's the ball that nearly fell to Ordaz as Royce now plays it back. Yoshida. Last time the Galaxy came here, they lost 2-1. Goals from Buanga and Timothy Tillman. For the Galaxy, out they scored. And that famous game where Freeman called a penalty on a Buanga dive. It was clear that it wasn't a penalty. Long ball looking for Yamane. Hollingsley hits it out. Buanga gets in front of it. Peck asking for a handball. Buanga. Hollingsley back to Denis. And now Denis off to the races with the ball and a lot of space. They're not closing it down. Marky Delgado trying to play it out into the space of Ordaz. Well done. Here's Ordaz inside. Ordaz across for Dilrosun. Dilrosun has a second. It's in! Javairo Dilrosun scores the second for LAFC. 30 minutes in. 2-0 at BMO Stadium. Lethal counter-attack for the black and gold. And they get the second in this ball game. 2-0. at BMO Stadium for LAFC. It's a party in LA. And it's just beautiful because it's how Buanga and Hollingshead played it out from the back. It's how Marky Delgado played it to Ordaz. And it's how Ordaz. The question is Ordaz onside? I think he is. And it's how Ordaz plays it for Dilrosun. Dilrosun knows he has time, so he stops it with his left and hits it with his left. And gets that second goal in El Tráfico. His second goal in a black and gold jersey. It's probably the most special one for him. Emilio Rios, goal! Yes, indeed. Well, Dilrosun scored against Colorado. He now scores against the Galaxy. His second goal, his loan is coming to an end. Still, his future hanging up there, whether America wants him or not. I think they want to extend that loan till the end of the season. But he has been playing really well for LAFC. And man, I'm so glad he gets a goal here. Such a lethal counterattack. LAFC has a 2-goal lead on the Galaxy for the first time since the July 4th game at the Rose Bowl last year. And those were all the goals they scored in that game. It's a shot, and it's saved by Lloris. An awkward save from Hugo Lloris. But he makes the save. As Paintsill turned, fired a beautiful shot. And Lloris with an awkward save, but he made it. All right. Here's a corner kick from Peck. Inside, headed out wide by Eddie Segura. Falls back to the Galaxy. Another cross. Back post. Put again, and that's a handball inside. It's a penalty for the Galaxy. So Peck wins it. Segura gives up the penalty. And the party for LAFC is shut down now. It was Hollingshead. No need to put your hand up there. A clear handball. So now a penalty for the Galaxy. There's no arguing there. Well, those are the decisions that as a player in a game that you are controlling against your rivals, you don't want to make. And now the Galaxy can get on the board thanks to a gift, and that's what the Galaxy needed. One moment, one gift from LAFC to get back in this one. Gabriel Peck standing over this one. Getting ready to take it. He scored one, he's missed one. So let's see where he hits this one. The LAFC fans trying to distract him. Segura trying to intimidate him. Buanga's asking if the ball is in the spot. The referee is not going to check that. So let's see. Gabriel Peck. Lloris dancing. Peck getting ready. Peck fires it in. Well, Ryan Hollingshead gives the Galaxy a goal. It's 2-1. And there's fireworks in this matchup and never disappoints. It's 2-1. Just a stupid decision there. And who knows, that may lift the Galaxy to even tie this game. Across back post, Hollingshead is beat. There was no need to put your hand up. Gives up this penalty. And well, bad decision. Peck scores 2-1. And that's such a huge blow for LAFC. Again, it's a huge blow. I don't like it. I don't like how he gave that up so easily. And that's a momentum builder for the Galaxy, something they really needed in a game they started, well, losing 2-0 thanks to LAFC's great counterattack plays. Let's see how LAFC can try to put this game to sleep early on. They had it in their hands, and well, it's still a lead for LAFC. But you have to limit those mistakes. First goal they've allowed in the past 3 games. The last goal they allowed was Sabi's goal for the Whitecaps. Here's a ball that goes to Buanga as Yamane fell down. Buanga on the ball. Slows it down. Still Denis trying to find some help. He's pushed down. Referee does not call a foul. And now a huge tackle there to throw in for the Galaxy as Denis is asking the referee if there was a foul or not. But it did look like one. Here's Yamane. He goes long. Hollingshead wins it in the air. Delgado does it as well. Nathan Ordaz on the ball now. He plays it to Hollingshead. Now it's Igor Jesus. Jesus back to Tafari. Tafari, and he's going to go all the way back to Hugo Lloris. Gets pressure there by Marco Royce. And Lloris sends a long one out. Hollingshead flicks it, looking for Buanga. Yamane on the ball. Yamane is going to play back into Mikovic. And LAFC's high press is not going to be dangerous enough for Mikovic to pressure a clearance. Jesus Tillman on the ball. And here goes Timothy Tillman. Can he fire it away? Tillman fires. It's blocked. Valencia. Hollingshead on the ball. LAFC attacking. They look comfortable. Here's a pass as the ball nearly went back to Buanga. And then Valencia fouling Painsil and gets a yellow card. And well, now Sergi Palencia will miss the next game in yellow card accumulation. He's not happy with the decision from the ref. He will play on a yellow card trying to defend Painsil. And that's a clear foul, and that's a yellow. Right, the Galaxy are coming back out. Easy call, easy card. So first player booked. They switch it over. Yamane had to react quickly as it was behind him. Garces on the ball. Are they on the ball? We have to jump for LA Football Club already. Valencia pressuring Painsil. Painsil on the ball. He plays it towards Peck. Gabriel on it. Hollingshead. Too high to defend Peck. Peck pulled him well. Garces. It's loud at BMO Stadium. Peck wants it, and they'll go out looking for him. Long ball, just long from his reach. Here's Hollingshead. LAFC still to take this throw in, looking for Buanga. Denis on the ball, did well to push off his defender. He plays it now to Sergi Palencia. Palencia on it. Palencia now to Buanga. Denis. Valencia, Igor Jesus, Tafari, he nearly lost it there. Nacimiento with dangerous pressing there. Segura, Delgado, Marquis to Segura, Delgado back to Segura, Segura to Delgado, and now to Tafari. LAFC in their own half, 40 minutes in, 2-1. Tillman. LAFC had a 2-1 lead against the Galaxy last game before blowing it in the last 10 minutes on that beautiful Marco Royce's free kick. Ball to LAFC. The Galaxy turn it over, and Delgado quickly out to Hollingshead. And here's Hollingshead. A lot of room on this left side. Hollingshead attacking. Hollingshead placed it. Tillman. Now Buanga. Buanga trying to clip it up for Palencia. The ball is there. The header. Save by Mikovic. Nice play. As Buanga chipped it for Palencia. Palencia played it with his head to Hollingshead. And a great diving save there by Mikovic. It was nearly a third for LAFC. Yoshida. Cerrillo. Out to Aude. Yoshida. Garces. Buanga not putting high press. Yoshida. Garces again. Buanga sitting back. Ordaz doing quite the same. This ball played dangerously in the middle of the field. The Galaxy are able to remain with possession. Garces, Sanabria, and now wide it goes to Yamane. As Peck falling behind Delgado's back, and Peck ended up losing it on his own. And a foul call by the referee. And Sanabria came down. Well, 43rd minute, free kick for the Galaxy. The intensity is high here at BMO Stadium. It took quite a while for both teams to wake up, but when they did, they delivered 3 goals, like 10 minutes. Galaxy turn it over. Delgado plays it towards Ordaz. Ordaz cuts it back. Now plays it towards Silrosun. Smart move there by Ordaz. Tillman. Still Tillman. Doesn't want to pass it to Ordaz. So he retreats to Tafarai. Ball to Delgado. Delgado to Buanga. Buanga to Hollingshead. Back to Buanga. He lost it. He also got stepped on. And here goes Gabriel Peck. And Peck didn't want to pass it up for Paint, so he plays it back. Buanga still down. Yamane now up. The last Galaxy turnover was well read by Marquis Delgado. He didn't even let Sanabria get comfortable with the ball. He just came from behind quickly and took it from him. 44 minutes. A 2-1 lead for LAFC over the Galaxy. This ball's played backwards for Yoshida. Luckily, no LAFC player was high pressing Garces. LAFC letting the Galaxy end the first half with possession, trying to see if they can build another counterattack. Yamane with Hollingshead defending there. I think the team, Steve Cherundolo's side, has looked really good in this first half. They had their chances and they've buried them. But he's not going to be happy with the penalty they gave up in a moment they were controlling the game. Royce on the ball. Hasn't been quite active today, but he can turn the Jets on at any point. Peck. Slowing it down and playing it back to Garces. Garces, and now stoppage time, 4 minutes, and Garces, a bad pass. Hollingshead quickly tries to play it for Ordaz, and it's knocked away there by Sanabria. 4 minutes on what? The goal, the penalty. It's a lot of celebration. It's a lot of time. How there? Paintsel. Paintsel on the ball. Paintsel turns. Paintsel plays it to Garces. Center circle. Peg came down for it, and he has it. And tries to play it through, and LAFC back on the ball. Long ball looking for Buanga. Buanga's on it. Buanga turns. Now makes a player. Still the knee. Oh, heavy challenge there on the knee. That's a foul from Sanabria, and a yellow card will also be issued as Delgado pressured the referee. Guido Gonzalez. And honestly, I thought Sanabria went all ball on that one. And we'll get the replay. And it's all ball. Honestly, it's all ball. Well, that's a foul. Both teams have a player book. Sanabria for the Galaxy. Valencia for LAFC. Segura. He may go long here. No, he's only going to switch it over to Palencia on the far side. Here's Sergi on it. Plays it to Tafari. Now Segura. We're playing to the 49th minute. Hugo. Long ball looking for Dil Rosun. Couldn't get ahead to it. Palencia plays it to Ordaz. We're asking for a handball. Not going to be given. His pass cut off by Palencia. Well done there. Ball's played back. 47 minutes. Yoshida on it. And Yoshida goes out wide to Yamane. Yamane to Peck. And Gabriel. Nice ball to Royce. Royce on it. Royce. Peck. Gabriel Peck on it. He plays it to Yamane. Yamane to Royce. Garces. Galaxy finishing the half with good ball movement. Here's Royce. Royce has Peck. Peck is not afraid to hit them. And Peck hits it and misses by a lot. Two-one lead here for LAFC. I'll let you guys hear the 32-52 chanting. And Lloris will go long. And a long ball looking for Ordaz there. Delgado's header. No LAFC player started going for it. The Galaxy out with Aude. 20 seconds to go. LAFC has to defend these 20 seconds. And here's Paintshill attacking. He does well. Long ball. Tafara is just going to cover that ball and let it go out. And that's how the first half will come to an end, with the Galaxy attacking as they did most of the first half. But LAFC, 2 plays, 2 goals. The Galaxy were gifted a penalty, and they have a goal in this. LAFC leads the Galaxy 2-1 in this edition of El Tráfico. We'll go to the break. The champs are down to the black and gold. We are back. It's a 2-1 scoreline here for LAFC against the Galaxy. The biggest game here at BMO Stadium, El Tráfico, LAFC and the Galaxy. Goals from Denny Buanga and Javaro Del Rosun for the black and gold, and Gabriel Peck from the spot for the Galaxy. They've written this story so far. And well, LAFC gave up a lot of possession in the first half. Really, what I want to see in this game is, you know, give it to FC has the power to hurt the Galaxy. And the Dale Dale black and gold chant. It's across from BMO Stadium, and we are back underway. LAFC and the Galaxy, 45 minutes of pure emotions left. LAFC now attacking the south end goal. I talked about how crucial it was for the Galaxy to win the toss and defend the north end goal first. And well, they struggled on it. Let's see how they do now defending the south end goal. That happened as well in the last game. They defended the north end goal first when they came to BMO Stadium. Fagundes is in for Sanabria, who got booked. An MLS veteran that gets into a lot of Twitter fights. He's always paying attention to what people say about him in social media. You always see him in fights. Fagundes into Aude. Peck. Aude. Peck switches over to this left side. Here goes Gabriel Peck. Running and attacking and looking to get across. Tries to backheel it. And couldn't find anyone. Tillman and LAFC trying to come out in the counter looking for the long ball. They couldn't find them. They couldn't find Denny Buanga. Fagundes. How they on the ball. Tillman or Igor Jesus, excuse me, on the pressure. As Del Rosen stayed back to cover for Jesus. How wide it goes. Yamane on the ball. Yamane has Paincio. He lays it off to him. Here goes Joseph. Paincio cuts it inside. It's still Paincio. Paincio's pass straight to Tillman, and Tillman to Hollington, and then they turn it over right away. The Galaxy starting right where they left off. Possession, pushing LAFC back. That goal that LAFC gifted them has given them momentum and confidence that they can compete. Look at this ball. Segura cuts off the pass and clears it out. So it'll be surprising to see when LAFC gets possession what they'll do with it. Right now they have a 78.4% chance of winning this ball game. Royce on the ball. Dortmund legend Marco Reus stayed loyal to the team. Didn't make the jump from Dortmund to Munich like Lewandowski did. Here's this ball. Zamane lays it over to Aude, and Aude out to Gabriel Peck. And Peck back into Aude. Aude place it. Yamane on it. As the backs for the Galaxy are pushing forward. And they turn the ball over. Here's Buanga. Buanga trying to full sprint his pass straight towards Yamane. The pressure for the Galaxy is working because they're forcing too many turnovers from this LAFC side coming from the break. They're attacking again. Yamane, a lot of room. No one's cutting it. Nice interception there by Marky Delgado. Picks the pocket of Yamane before they turned it over again. Royce nearly thread the needle. And here's LAFC trying to come out with Dilrosun. And Dilrosun's pass is blocked. And LAFC back on it with Delgado. And Delgado slips as he passes it over to Tillman. The Galaxy are exposed. Tillman on the ball. Tillman has to shoot. And he puts it over. And it was cleared. It was deflected corner kick. Took years to take a shot. Timothy Tillman, who has not scored this season, took years to take a shot. And when he did, it was deflected and out for a corner kick. Allowed Yoshida to cover, to go back and cover Buanga. And well, that's how LAFC can kill you. Just one counterattack. Buanga sending it inside, and oh, it bounced off to Farai. And it's out for a corner kick again. I thought it bounced off to Farai's chest as if he was not expecting it. Mikovic giving instructions. Here's Buanga. Talking to some Galaxy fans in the stands. Buanga sending it in. Painsil hits it up in the air. Segura brings it back down for Buanga. Buanga trying to dance around Painsil. Couldn't do it. Goal kick here. Will allow LAFC to have their lines up for the press. If you're Tillman, you're thinking about a few opportunities that you've completely wasted. The Galaxy plays short without there. As LAFC's press is really conservative. It's not big, it's not huge. They're just sitting back. Garces on it. It's the Galaxy coming out from the back. Yoshida. Yamane was looking at the run of Fagundes, decided to go back to Yoshida. Aude. Now he finds Fagundes. Fagundes on it. Fagundes loses the 1v1 to Palencia, and then Palencia gives it away. Has to be careful here. He is on a yellow, and he gives the foul as he collides with Cerrillo. So Palencia, he has to be careful. He gets too crazy sometimes. That right now on a yellow, it's not ideal for him to be committing fouls. And that's something Cherundolo may have to look. Smoliakov maybe on that other side to defend Painsil and move Hollingshead back to right back, just because of the yellow card. Marco Royce to take this one. Peck sending it in, back post, and an offensive foul. So this won't count anymore. There was a foul from Painsil. Complaining to the referee. Farai, Tillman on it. Tillman to Hugo. And Lloris plays it shortly here with Tafari. Tillman back to Tafari. Tafari. Former Dallas player. Didn't convince the squad, the coaching squad, but now that Long is out for the season, it has to convince the coaches that he's good for the job. Ordaz running with it, slows it down, still Nathan, plays it to Palencia, Palencia back to Nathan, Ordaz on it, Ordaz dancing around, Now loses the ball. You just dance around with the ball too long. Didn't know what to do. Long ball looking for Nacimiento. Nacimiento stuck his leg out to cover the ball. Here's the ball for Paintil inside. His shot deflected. And a flag goes up for offside. Well, offside saves LAFC from a corner kick or near goal opportunity, as this pass to Nacimiento was perfect and Paintil was offside. Yeah. And Nacimiento did enough to cover the ball. Even tripped Segura. Long ball looking for Denis Buanga. The header goes to Ordaz. Ordaz lays it to Dilrosun. Dilrosun out wide, it goes to Palencia. Sergi on it, sends the cross, deflected there by Yoshida and cleared into a throw-in. Vanny not happy with something. Palencia with this throw-in, he placed it. Ball back to Sergi. Now Dilrosun. Dilrosun plays it to the middle lane for Eddie Segura. Segura slows down and goes back into the feet of Marky Delgado. And Delgado to Segura. Segura to Delgado. Jesus, Segura. Tafari. Tillman. Jesus. Valencia. Tillman fell asleep, and the ball that was still in play, Marco Royce took a hard hit as he came down on the side, slow to get up. So throw in here, as Stillman fell asleep, Royce did not, and they were playing dangerously there. So Marco Royce limping, holding on to his wrist, throwing for the Galaxy. Yoshida, Alde on the ball. Change the chance. Garces. Plays it towards Paintil. LAFC really sitting back. They're going to play counter-attack ball because they do have the lead. They don't want to go out and get a third and seal the deal. They're just going to let the Galaxy have possession. We'll see how that works out. It worked out last time they were here at home against the Galaxy. At the half, it was 2-1 LAFC. They did attack in some occasions, but it didn't end up working. The Galaxy have not won a road game this season. Imagine if they do it tonight. Does that change their season? Here's the cross inside. Hugo on it, as they were looking for Nacimiento. And it had some venom. Jesus. Valencia brings it down with his chest. Does it well. And runs out with it. Valencia finds Markey. Delgado to Hollingshead. And Hollingshead out to Buanga. And here goes Denis. Denis trying to drive inside the box. Denis tried to play for Hollingshead and couldn't do so. Well defended there by Paintil. Long ball. Segura has to be aware that Nacimiento is right on him, and then he hits it to no man's land where Fagundes is going to end up on the ball and turn it over. And then Hollingshead does the same, hitting it out of play, but no, it was deflected, throw in LA. Well, here's the throw in. Delgado. Hollingshead. And this ball from Segura will go to Lloris. We're almost at Leagues Cup play. Next week is the All-Star game. Kenny Buanga will participate in the Skills Challenge again. Put on a show, and I think he holds the record on the cross volley challenge on points scored. Remember, Kai Havertz had 0 points in that competition. Marky Delgado goes back to Segura as LAFC start building some possession, but the Galaxy is quite pressuring them. Dilrosun. Ordaz. Jesus. Delgado. And Delgado plays it to Tillman. Tillman has Palencia. Palencia running. Has Ordaz, and Ordaz back to Tillman. LAFC with the ball, passing it around, trying to find some weak spot in the Galaxy's defense. Tillman. Palencia. Tillman on it. Ordaz. Tillman. Ordaz again. Gonna take a Galaxy player to really high press and put an LAFC player uncomfortable. Hollingshead looking for Buanga. Nearly got to him, but the Galaxy lose it again in the midfield. Jesus. Segura. Dilrosun was making a run. Instead, he's going to switch the play over to Palencia. And Palencia's on the ball. And Palencia now runs inside. Has Tillman on it. Tillman to Dilrosun. Dilrosun. Tillman. Now Segura driving forward. Has Ordaz. Ordaz turns it over. And then Igor Jesus nearly won it back. Here goes Royce. His pass. Nacimiento let it run, and it goes back to LAFC. Now Hollingshead on it. Hollingshead out to Buanga. And Denis on the ball. And Denis cutting it inside, trying to get a pass. Hollingshead might have been offside. Still Buanga inside the box. Tried to dribble around one player. Couldn't do so. The flag never went up. As Garces hits it up. Segura. Hollingshead. And now Jesus back to Hollingshead. Here goes Jesus. Palencia on it. Palencia running. Has Dilrosun on this side now. Here goes Javaro. He goes inside. Cuts it in. And, well, defended there by Aude as he is able to just click it away. Handball there by Tillman. And a handball. Just a stupid yellow card to give from Timothy Tillman. A card that you can use at some point late in the game. You use it putting your hand out in an unnecessary situation. Well, yellow card for Timmy Tillman, whose brother was here a few weeks ago when they played the Rapids. He had an assist in that game. He could have scored, but he assisted Dilrosun. Garces, now the Galaxy back on the ball. As LAFC with possession, they couldn't do much with it. Yoshida. Peck. Peck on the ball. Gabriel Peck, who moved sides, trying to be dangerous on this side where Palencia sat. So Vanny's message was, let's try to get Palencia a second yellow card probably, and make a favorable case for them. Garces, Yoshida, Fagundes, switching it over. Hollingshead intercepts that one, and it falls to Buanga. And here's the knee, heavy touch. Fagundes on the ball, and he goes into Garces. Fagundes driving forward. Fagundes still. His pass to Royce intercepted. Delgado has to get rid of the ball. He has Nacimiento. Oh, Delgado making a good run, and now brought down by Garces. If you're a Galaxy fan, you're probably fuming over that foul. There was no need. You had Delgado contained. A Galaxy player could have stepped up and taken the ball away. And Garces just got frustrated that Delgado was running all over them. Former Galaxy player, making his former teammates suffer quite a bit. Here's the ball for Palencia. Palencia looking for Ordaz inside. The cross is headed out for a corner kick. Well, we'll see what LAFC can do as Ordaz, who was waiting in the box to get his head there and score the third of the game. And he was onside. Yoshida, I think it was the player who got to the ball first. Set piece opportunity for LAFC, and Denny Buanga, the man in charge of taking this one. Has a goal in this game. Does he have an assist? We'll find out. Left hand up for Denny. And Buanga drives this ball, the bouncing ball to the first post. Knocked away, throw in LA. Not a great cross from Denny. So they're waiting for Palencia. Palencia tries to go deeply in. There's a player who was brought down inside the box. No penalty given by the referee. Tafari with his head hits it out. And the referee will stop the game for a quick review. Now we play on. Let's see. Ordaz was being held on to by Garces. It was Hollingshead. And Hollingshead just goes down as soon as he felt the hands of Garces. But the referee saw it. He said no penalty. Peck tries to switch it over for Alde. Does so well. Alde on the ball. Alde looking for a cross. It's blocked there by Dilrosun. 65 minutes. LAFC playing with a lot of fire. Just sitting back and defending against the Galaxy. Last place team in MLS with Montreal. Last place team in the Western Conference if they're not last in MLS. Fagundes. Cerrillo. Fagundes. Cerrillo. Yoshida. Garces. And here's the Galaxy losing it quickly. Buanga quickly out to Ordaz, and Ordaz lets it run for Denny Buanga. And Denny Buanga, he may be through. Here's Buanga to score the third! Bang, bang! 99 problems, but Denny, 8-1, 3-1 LAFC! Just take a moment to appreciate greatness. Denny Buanga, who earlier this week scored his 20th game-winning goal, passing Carlos Vela in LAFC history, comes to El Tráfico and scores a brace. So calm, so cool, so composed as he breaks the Galaxy apart and scores his second goal of the ball game. Just beautiful stuff from Denny Buanga. And back to a 2-goal lead for LAFC over the Galaxy. And it's 3-1, and it's all good vibes at BMO Stadium. Just a beautiful goal. As Buanga, they're waiting for Buanga to get back on the field. And he is waving to the Galaxy fans. And we're just waiting on the referee to get back. I don't know if they're reviewing some play or if they're talking to Garces about something. What could it be? Well, just waiting for the referee to resume play. Something happened, and now we're back underway. Garces might have done something that we did not see, and the referee had to talk to him. Well, I said it. It was quite dangerous for LAFC to give the Galaxy possession and let them run the game. But when it came, LAFC forced a turnover, and Denny Buanga ran through the Galaxy. That's something that those Galaxy center backs, Garces and Yoshida, are going to be afraid of watching in film, preparing for their next game. Yoshida, Fagundes, it's LAFC having fun, back to a 2-goal lead, getting a third, and Buanga getting his brace. LAFC's all-star, who was up there to be all-star captain. I don't think they were going to give it to him. Here's Paintsill inside, Tafari defending, Paintsill dancing. It's still Paintsill on it. Tafari should not give a foul, but he did really well at pushing Paintsill back. Ball now to Peck. Back to Garces, and again, LAFC to sit back and counter. Cerrillo, Paintsill, out to Aude. There's no one there. Yoshida, Fagundes. And Fagundes, he goes out to Yamane. The Galaxy pushing their lines, trying to get another goal to bring the game within one again. Royce on the ball. Yoshida, LAFC, 3 counterattacks, 3 goals. And if they want more speed, they do have Martinez on the bench, who can come in at any point. Fagundes, they give him space, and Fagundes fires wide. Maurice read it. And well, it's going to be a goal kick here for the black and gold. 20 minutes to go in this matchup, with the LAFC leading 3-1 in this El Tráfico game at BMO Stadium. I believe it's the last one of the season too, unless we go back to Carson later on. Palencia sending it long, looking for Ordaz, as this ball is headed from Yoshida and back. Yoshida steps over. Well, if LAFC can have the ball and have some possession, that would be so golden for them, because you'll get the Galaxy really, really frustrated. They'll start committing fouls. You'll have the ball. So, I mean, if LAFC gets the ball, build some possession. Delgado tries to look for Dilrosun. Couldn't find them. Aude wins it. Cerrillo plays it. Paintsill on it. And Paintsill cuts it back on Palencia. Palencia has to be careful. Another cutback. Now he nutmegs Palencia. Paintsill still the ball in play. And wow, that was nearly a great play from Paintsill. Tillman. Dilrosun. Ordaz. Nathan has to get rid of the ball. Does not. And he loses it. Aude sends it across. Peck. This ball is still loose. And Palencia now clears it. Now to Buanga. And then he slows it down, and LAFC can build some possession. Back to go press him. And Delgado has Ordaz. Let's see if LAFC can come and get a fourth. That would be so great. Here's Javairo Dilrosun. Dilrosun to Ordaz. Ordaz loses it quickly. Was not aware of his surroundings, and it seems like every possession that LAFC has, when the ball gets to Ordaz, they're losing it. They need to be calm and with possession of the ball. Aude with his hands up. He has no teammates in support. Cerrillo. Yoshida. Royce. Fagundes. Out wide it goes to Yamane. Volings it up. Fagundes tries to go inside. Nascimento. Peck brings it down with his chest. Plays it towards Yamane. And Yamane to Fagundes. Fagundes is passed to Royce. Royce to Yoshida. Yoshida to Paintsill. Back to Yoshida. Yoshida now to Cerrillo. And Cerrillo goes out to Alde. Valencia defending. Alde. Cerrillo. I just don't like LAFC giving possession like this. I know they're winning, but man, just get the ball and pass it around. Yoshida, nice ball inside, and Peck went down. Lloris is on the ball. No call from the referee. So, well, whatever happened, happened. The referee saw it and was not enough for him to call a foul. Ibobasi and Frankie Amaya getting ready to come in for LAFC. Maybe Tillman will go out. Lloris skips it away. Ode on the ball. Paintsill. His pass blocked there by Dilrosun as Paintsill was asking for a hand, but the Galaxy back on the ball. So these subs, Steve Cherundolo may want to have control of the midfield. Yamane. Buanga putting pressure on Fagundes, pushing him off, and he called that a foul. The Galaxy will play quick. The Galaxy has this free kick, and they do play quick, or what happened? Well, subs will be made, and Mark Delgado will exit the game for Amaya. And Ordaz is out. Ibobazi is in. Great games from both players. I don't like it. I don't like when you make subs in a set-piece situation. But Cherundolo felt comfortable about it. But the Galaxy plays it short, so let's see what they do here as this pass goes to Garces. Let's see what Ibobasi can bring in to this game in the attacking end. Fagundes, his forward pass to Peck. They lose it. Segura. Place it. Ibobasi now to Buanga. And Buanga can go inside, and his auto pass got deflected there by Garces. Could have been a hat trick there for Denis. I still can't breathe with this 3-1 lead that LAFC has. One goal and I'll be comfortable. Paintsill. Cerrillo. Cerrillo, no one pressuring him until Buanga did. Paintsill with Dilrosun on him. Alde. Palencia. Paintsill. Alde still. Back out Paintsill. Paintsill middle to Royce. Royce into Fagundes. Fagundes' pass slightly deflected, but it did go to Royce. Peck. Fagundes. LAFC defending well, but this is not healthy for them. And they force another turnover here. Here's Amaya. Gonna run out to the wing, and look at Amaya. He has some speed. He slows it down, and he loses it now. Peck. Cerrillo. Royce now. LAFC doing good defensively. Blocking nearly every lane. Fagundes. His pass out wide it goes. Yamane. 13 minutes to go in El Tráfico. Galaxy has LAFC against the wall. Royce. Yamane. Pass inside. Cleared by Segura. Cerrillo unable to bring it down cleanly. Yamane. Paintsill on it. Paintsill. Nice ball. Here's Royce. Place it. Peck goal. And well, there's Gabriel Peck's second goal of the game. And well, it was coming for the Galaxy. LAFC give them possession. They don't want to build possession. Well, at some point, they were going to allow a goal. And in the 79th minute, the Galaxy are back in it. All thanks to Steve Cherundolo's bad game planning here. Well, just bad from LAFC. I've said it. You need the ball. Get the Galaxy frustrated. If you leave them with the ball, they're going to be comfortable playing on your end of the field, and that's what happened. LAFC doesn't want to build possession. They don't want to get the Galaxy mad. They don't want to force fouls. Now the Galaxy flying forward with Royce. As LAFC back on. It's just unreal what Steve Cherundolo does. Holy moly. He should be marked as a terrorist. Now the Galaxy will make their first subs of the game. They're down 3-2. I said it, the 2-goal lead is not safe still. If LAFC concede another goal, you will hear from the fans on Cherundolo. It will rain on him. Because this second half, LAFC has just given possession. They've opted to defend this second half. They haven't opted to get the Galaxy mad, getting them frustrated with possession. And that's just bad on Cherundolo. Player down as here's Tillman on the ball. And Tillman will slow it down. And now a foul called. Well, this is what LAFC needs. Some foul to build possession. And we'll see what happens. Substitution time for the Galaxy. Alde out. Nacimiento out. Ramirez in. And Nelson goes in. Well, those are the second and third subs. Ramirez telling Royce something. He might have spotted. Well, let's see what LAFC does. The Galaxy will high press. You bet they will. Segura. Hollingshead. And they need players to come down and get the ball. Buanga tries to play it to Hollingshead. Turns it over. Here comes the Galaxy now. Pack on it. Has been dangerous. He's also scored multiple goals against LAFC now. He's been a dangerous player against LAFC. Fagundes. Royce. Pack on it. LAFC just sitting back. Look at Royce. He's now inside. Royce fires wide. And there's a deflection on that shot, corner kick. Well, 83rd minute. Steve Cherundolo. Start counting your days. Fagundes. Hand up from Fagundes. Here's his cross inside. Headed out. Only as far as Peck, who brings it down nicely. Amaya defending him. Everyone sitting back, expecting a cross that they will get at some point right here. And it's headed out by Segura. Oh, everyone should be crashing out over here to Nelson. Parente also came in. So it's not Nelson, it was Parente. Fagundes lays it towards Royce, or no, to Parente. Here's this through ball, nicely done, and back post, the header. It's not there, but the ball did exit the field. I think Yoshida was there. Well, that was dangerous again. Oh my goodness, Steve Cherundolo. Danny Buanga will leave the game. Ay, Steve. Well, Buanga exits. And Yeboah goes in. Why not Dilrosun? Well, Davido did go out as well. And Martinez in. Well, that's low ball for all of you guys, man. Oh my goodness. If the Galaxy tie this game, how disappointing will this be? It's a rivalry game, and you can tell the Galaxy players know it. LAFC players, from the message from their own head coach, they don't know it. As now they force a turnover. Here's Tillman on the ball, and if Tillman is fast enough, he doesn't want to play it up. He holds the ball for too long, and now he loses it. Great. Paintil has to play fast. Paintil, look at this. He takes the middle. Paintil fires straight at Lloris. Whoa. And that's on Tillman. He has to get rid of the ball. Well, Palencia now running with it. Yeboah on this end. Plays it into Tillman. No Buanga, no explosiveness up front. So we'll see Martinez on this end. Martinez to Amaya. Now this is somewhat what I want. I want LAFC to have possession. This is golden if they're smart and they keep it up for a long time. Tafari. Palencia. Ibobasi. Nice ball here for Davi Martinez. Martinez on the ball. Martinez sends it in for Ibobasi. It's cleared out by Yoshida. Martinez goes all the way back. Time ticks away slowly. Tafari, Palencia. Igor Jesus. Yeboah. Yeboah hasn't been sharp for LAFC. He struggled with possession. Dangerous ball to far right now to Segura. Did well. This pass in here to Hollingshead as LAFC building possession. This is golden for LAFC. Amaya back to Hollingshead. Now Martinez. Martinez to Hollingshead. Hollingshead keeps the ball in play. Has Segura on it. And Segura goes back to Hugo Lloris. Palencia. Jesus. Amaya. Martinez. And now LAFC can attack with Davi Martinez, who played it too long from his own reach. And now the Galaxy can counter here at the other end. Long ball over. They got to be careful. They may be exposed. Across here, blocked by Segura, who has to clear it. He has Ramirez on him. And now he does, and out for a throw-in for the Galaxy. Just took long. This ball to Fagundes. Now Royce. Out wide it goes. Gotta see if... I think there was... I don't even know how many subs we had in the last one. Yoshida. 87 minutes. Galaxy with possession. Trying to tie this game with Fagundes. Now Parente. Fagundes. This ball to Parente. Parente plays it. Here's a back heel. Nice play. And through. And it's kicked out by Lloris. Oh my goodness. That was close. Yoshida. Royce. Out wide it goes again. Fagundes. Still the Galaxy. Another cross. Back post. Yeboah hits it to Paintil. Paintil's cross back post into the 32-52. That was close. My goodness. The back heel and the play. It would have been offside on Ramirez. But it was the kick save by Hugo Lloris in 2 occasions. Just reflexes there from Hugo. "89 minutes. He's done great. Great stuff." Smolyakov will come in. Smolyakov, whatever his name is, 2 minutes out. Smolyakov in. Well, let's see how they end up defending these last minutes. My goodness, Steve Cherundolo's Dolo ball. Amaya. Backwards to Segura. Jesus. Hollingshead. They're getting him from behind. Push. No foul there. Play on, says the referee. Paintsil's pass too long. Segura. Out to Davi Martinez. Has to cover the ball. He turns the corner. He is brought down. Foul. And now Igor Jesus is there to push a Galaxy player. Now they're fighting. What's happening now? Fagundes is mad. Parente just puts Fagundes. Everyone has to pull Segura back. Everyone's trying to get on Fagundes. Lloris is holding on to Segura, who is not happy. 90 minutes now. There's a red card. To who? The referee is going to issue a red card to someone. Who is he calling over? Yellow card to Fagundes, yellow card to Cuevas, and it's a red card to an LAFC player? A red for Segura. Well, a red card for Segura. Why? I don't know. I'll take a look to see if it's a red card. But they pulled here. They pulled Martinez. Well, where's the Segura one? Well, LAFC with a man down in stoppage time. I don't know what Segura did. I want to see, what did Segura do? He grabbed Fagundes by the neck, it appears. Well, that's silly from Segura, who was cleaning his name. What was at the beginning of the season a bad name for LAFC fans. He gets, that's silly. That's silly from Segura. I mean, I'm good. Defend your teammates. But that's silly. You have the lead. There's no need to do that kind of silly stuff. And we'll see how much time gets added on. Down a man. Holding on to a goal lead. Here's this ball up. Martinez trying to pressure up. Ibobasi on it. Ibobasi clips it up in the air. Martinez trying to get there. Trying to put the pressure and forces a corner kick here. Still no word on how much time has been added on after the fight. But the fans are living up to this game. 5 minutes of stoppage time. So we wasted around 1 or 2. Peck is now booked for complaining. Fagundes was booked. Well, we're playing till the 95th, quote unquote. I think we're going to the 97th minute. As LAFC is trying to hold on. Martinez, they play this corner kick short. They are protecting this one. The Galaxy still in the corner. Ball hit up in the air. It's out for a goal kick for the Galaxy. Now LAFC has to retreat their lines. Mikovic plays it quickly. And now Mikovic pushes his lines forward. Nelson on it. We'll see how the defense assignments hold for LAFC. Cuevas was also booked during the scramble, during the fight, as this ball is out wide. Vanny was also booked in the mix of it. Here's this ball inside Royce. It goes back out. Royce, Fagundes, back to Royce. LAFC has been holding on since the beginning of the second half. One counterattack from them saw them have another 2-goal lead, but since then, they haven't attacked. Painstill, beautiful cross inside, back post, and no one got there. It was flicked by Yoshida, and Ramirez couldn't get there. As Painstill with a beautiful cross, Yoshida flicked it, and Ramirez couldn't get to it. Igor Jesus is down as a center back. 95 minutes. I think we'll play 2 more. And Hugo is going to switch the ball now to the other end. He's going to get booked. Well, he doesn't care. This game had everything. Long goal kick. Hollingshead flicks it backwards. It's a throw-in for LAFC. As Paintill is going to give Hollingshead the ball. And now what? The referee has to come back out, tell Hollingshead where to take this throw-in. Tells him to speed things up. Yeboah, his header for Ibobasi. It's hit out again. Another throw-in for LAFC. We're not sure until what minute we're going to be playing to. Hollingshead pretending to not know where the ball is at. Ibobasi brings it down. Plays it backwards. Yeboah is able to find Tafarai, and Tafarai sends it long. Ibobasi will try to chase this one down as Garces is able to get back on it. Martinez, a strong hit on Nelson. Nothing there. 96 minutes. Again, I'm not sure until what minute we're going to be playing, but the Galaxy are attacking with Peck. There's a lot of space, a lot of room for the Galaxy. Here's this ball now for Paintill. Defending here is Martinez and Hollingshead. Valencia's a center back too. Ball is out wide. Another cross inside. It's hit it in there. It's in for the Galaxy. Yoshida got it. And there's the reward for this Galaxy team. And another epic El Tráfico. Yoshida beat the ball, and they've tied this ball game. They'll save this game. They get a point. And we've talked about the Galaxy knowing what this game means. LAFC decided to sit back and defend. And he wins the ball in the air. LAFC were trying to hold on. And there's that goal. They tie this ball game, and that will do it for tonight. Question. I just hope to see an LAFC fan throw a beer at Steve Cherundolo's head. As this game ends, LAFC fans boo. They're not happy. They have not been happy with Steve Cherundolo in big games. They've been really disappointed with the front office. Guess what? This is another moment to see why Steve Cherundolo is not meant for this club and why LAFC has to take some action and fire him now. We're done. We're tired of him. We're tired of having 1-goal leads and him dropping the team back and defending every single time. It's disappointing. It's not good for the team, and Steve Cherundolo has done things wrong multiple times. Boanga not happy with the referee. He's complaining. They're pushing everyone back. The Galaxy deserved to leave this place with a draw because they were the team that insisted the most. They were the team that were looking for the game the whole entire time. LAFC didn't. LAFC dropped back. They defended, but that's not on the players. That's on the coach because it's happened multiple times. It's happened with Steve Cherundolo. And again, I do hope they go to Steve Cherundolo's wife's Instagram. They attack her with comments that say Dolo out. I hope they question Steve Cherundolo's game style in the press conference, even if he doesn't like it. And we want to see from people on Twitter, because we've known that LAFC cuts out questions that Steve Cherundolo doesn't like. There's Steve Cherundolo pushing some of his players back. He's going to go talk to the referee as well. He shouldn't be talking to the referee. It's all on him. It's all on him for dropping back the whole game. Vanny is trying to push him back. Also, the team security guard for LAFC. And, well, that ends this El Tráfico. 3-3. Steve Cherundolo does it again. That ends this game.